So let's talk about this topic of social clubs in spa and wellness settings. Excuse the voice, still fighting a cold, lots of calls today. So cough drop is in, water is close by. So just bear with me and the frog that's in my throat. But one of the things or one of the trends that we've seen over the last 2 years is this idea of specialized social clubs in wellness settings. Now, they are charging very high memberships to participate between $30,000 and $40,000 annually. Might not be an option for your particular location, but the idea of creating a space where people can come together and socialize at a spa or wellness location is something that can be integrated and that I am a huge proponent and a fan of. So what does that look like? What does that mean? Well, in the spa industry, not every day is Saturday and Sunday. There are definitely slower days that you have, and a great way to offset not having services is to be able to offer those social experiences. We've been talking about this concept of the age of loneliness, that it was really going to come to the head in 2020, and we saw that, and it continues, where 60% of the world's population lives alone. The marriage rate has dropped, the birth rate has dropped, and people are suffering because we're humans and we're supposed to be connected. And someone like me that works remote quite often, I'm in my house and I have my girlfriends that I socialize with. But one of the things that we're really seeing is individuals want to come together at spa and wellness locations and have experiences together. And then they might be in some town or place where they don't have that network or that support system of friends, and being able to come together to have a social experience really taps into this concept of wellness. In one of my previous videos, we talked about you have to bring this concept of wellness in, whether that is using AI to redescribe your menu and services and offerings that you currently have so that it fits a little bit better into the context of wellness, but also designing wellness experiences. And I mean, this really is, I understand that day spas comprise 80% of our industry. So this really is for you. The hotel brands have been talking wellness, have been bringing wellness in since my last director position in 2019, right? And they were doing it well before that. When I was at Sandals in 2014, we were talking about wellness and how to be able to bring that in. And we had things like coloring books. And this, yay, I'm going to do a plug. This is my PhD graduate because I am coloring book. And maybe that's something that you are creating in your location, is this idea of how do we bring people together to have this connection in these experiences. One, I feel like in the spa industry, we do education wrong. So you could always start with that first. I feel like we bring the clients in and really try to educate them on the table, but they could be snoring, sleep, disconnected, not even present to hear the information. So one of the first things that you really can do is bring individuals in on a Tuesday and do a lunch and learn, or a Tuesday evening and bring in the massage therapist and how you adjust for the stress, or you're starting a new workout and how do you make sure that you're taking care of your body pre and post workout. Or maybe you could do something for wedding season, like June, July, August, going all the way to October are big wedding seasons. And this, you could do a 6-month training session of here's the steps that you could take over the next 6 months to get your skin and body ready to be optimal for your wedding. You could do things like a coloring group, like bring people in that they can do these combined activities. One of the trends I've seen is reading nights, where you come in, you chit chat for 30 minutes, and then you read for 30 minutes to an hour in a set location. You read your own book, right? This kind of new third place, new library, reading store experience. Maybe it's bringing in life coaches, acupuncturists, sleep specialists, a variety, tapping into who is in your network, who is in your neighborhood, who can you collaborate to have these informative sessions on how to take better care of yourself. It could be something even as simple as putting together aromatherapy. This is cuticle oil, but there have been experiences that I've gone to where they brought in an aromatherapy specialist. You selected a particular scent, they poured that all into a vat, and then they divided that up at the end of the night after they talked about the power of aromatherapy and how it heals and how you have different scents for the seasons and different scents that motivate and different scents that kind of calm the mind down. Thinking that or understanding that Gen X women, so those women late 40s to mid 50s, are all going through menopause, so sleep deprived, all of these other things, but these women also control the wealth in the US. So thinking about sessions that you could put together for that set demographic. Millennials are huge into wellness and really are a driving force, and they're looking for experiences. So do you do a mural? Do you, what kind of experiences can you develop to bring people together in your spaces for education, for connection, for socializing, that one is going to be better than any kind of advertisement, because word of mouth is still the best form of marketing. So bringing people in to have these different experiences and being consistent with it. So is that a first Thursdays, a second Tuesdays? You want to stay away from your Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because there's already so much there. And those can be busier days at the location. But looking at those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, depending on where you are, to be able to have these socializing community events that create awareness about your location. You educate current and potential clientele, and you really just do create this sense of connection, wellness, and well-being. And that's the ultimate goal, is how do we maximize the space? How do we create these wellness experiences that ultimately are going to drive revenue, bring more clients into your location, so increasing awareness, really having a broader mindset about the space more than I just provide ABC services. But how do you create that social wellness, well-being experience? And I would really challenge you. It's a time when you can just sit down, set aside a few hours to really focus on that. You can tap into AI to be able to help you and assist you in creating those different ideas with a social calendar. And you can also have AI help you with the marketing and the media to be able to promote those, and looking at what are those national days that we have. It's hot dog day, it's ice cream day, it's aromatherapy day, it's well-being month. All of those things, you can tap into those to be able to move the needle even further, because if it's a national holiday, people might be looking for those different experiences that you can provide, and just bringing individuals together. That really is so important and such a key aspect with our overall wellness and well-being. So with that, I wish you much success. Until next time, be well.